definitely in here, man. Welcome back, YouTube, to the episode of My Speaking Podcast. It's your boy Brady Ray Black, you know what I'm saying? YR again, St. T, South Carolina finest.
Oh man, this your boy Mike, better known as Booby, aka Choke Yourself. And like I said, we back with another episode of My Speaking Podcast. Before we get started, we're gonna always give you a slogan. We might not always be right, we might not always be wrong.
But you all gonna get our honest opinion on what we're speaking on.
And on that, today we're gonna talk about some things a little different. We're gonna talk about, we do the sports a lot of times.
Yep.
And we do music maybe 20% of the time, but we do the entertainment today and music. So on this episode, what we're gonna do is basically talk about what's some movies out there that you wish that it's only, it was a blockbuster hit, but they never made a sequel to it. What's a movie that comes to mind when you think about, hey, I wish they would have made a sequel to that movie, or they had made a sequel to that movie? What's something that came to mind? I know the one that come to mind for me. Well, the first one to come to mind for me, if they could have made a sequel, is Life. I wish they could have made a sequel to Life.
But would you want it to be a sequel to Life?
You can't, with the way they ended, while them getting older, you couldn't make one. But I'm just saying, that movie still to me is my all-time greatest movie of all time, from start to end.
True.
So, but by them getting old in the movie, they couldn't make a part two. But that's one of the movies that you wish was a part two, just like Harlem Nights. That's another one I wish they had made a part two to it. Yeah.
But that being said, definitely like I said, Harlem Nights, Life, with those type of movies, man. When we be thinking about them having a sequel, sometimes it be too much time in between when they first make it, and then when you be deciding to make a sequel, like, hey.
True, but if that's the case, then
just like
Bad Boys waited a while, and all four of them are classics.
But think about it, Coming to America.
But to be honest, I'm gonna be honest. I've never seen Coming to America. I heard y'all talk about it. I never ever watched it.
You ain't don't worry. You ain't had to watch it.
I heard so many people talking about it. Another movie they shouldn't have done.
Who will?
Predator 2. That was the worst of the worst.
Talking about the one with Danny Glover?
Yeah, Danny Glover. That was the worst of the worst. You went from a classic with Arnold and all them and Bill Duke and all them. You went to New York.
They had to get that money, bro.
No. Some things are just better left not to be touched. Some things just don't need to be touched.
See, and then another thing too with those movies, man, they keep trying to what they call rebooting them. You know what I'm saying? Like the Alien franchise, they got a new one coming up, the Romulus one. You know what I'm saying? They keep trying to remake it,
Some of these things like that right there. I'm gonna tell you one movie I'm so sick of.
What?
That they got about 40, and I'm tired of all of them. They Fast and Furious. I'm tired of them, man. Listen, I'm tired of Fast and Furious.
Hey, man, people drive cars every day, bro.
Okay, but
people race every day.
After you get to a first one or two, it's okay. But when you get to about, they on 10, 11, 12 now, it's whatever.
It's all about, I guess it's all about the plot, the storyline, you know what I'm saying? We got a good storyline.
Now, I'm going to tell you another movie that I know for a fact I wish they would do a sequel to. But a lot of them got killed on the movie. And that's the movie Idris Elba, Chris Brown, T.I.
Oh, you talking about when they were the robbers?
Yeah,
I forgot the name of it. I know you talking about. I forgot the name.
That movie there was a classic.
That was a classic movie.
Classic.
Great movie.
I'm trying to think of the name of the movie.
I can't think of the name of it. As a matter of fact, I had saw something on TikTok. They was when they talking about it too. Oh man, what's the name of the movie, bro? Oh my God, I can't think of YouTube. Y'all
I'm gonna pull it up now.
I can't think of the name of the movie, but that was a great movie too. Another movie that
Takers. That's the name of the Takers. But Takers was like, from the start to the end of that movie was a classic. Right. So I wish that was a part two to that movie. It had you on the cliff waiting.
What about, I got one. And he now he's one of those guys that everybody can't wait to see. He's an automatic blockbuster whenever he comes out in the movie.
Ooh.
What about that Keanu Reeves, the Speed 2? You think they should make a Speed 2?
They did make a Speed 2.
They made the Speed 2?
Yeah, they made a Speed 2. But he wasn't in it. He wasn't in it.
That's what.
But he wasn't in Speed 2, and everybody was upset because that was a classic movie.
That was a classic movie, man.
And right after he made Speed 1, for some reason he didn't want to do it. But
that was a classic movie.
Speed 2 was another one that was hot garbage.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
If you can't get the same original cast on a movie, and another movie I haven't watched, and it's out now, that took a long time, is Beverly Hills Cop. I haven't seen it yet.
It's good.
You saw it?
It's good.
See, so
I got his daughters in it.
Yeah, I know, but I haven't seen it. Was it good?
Okay,
well,
yeah, I watched it. It's good. You want to watch that Beverly Hills Cop 2? That's a real good one.
Well, no, that ain't 2. That's 4.
I mean 4. That's on Netflix.
Beverly Hills, yeah, but I haven't watched it yet, so I haven't even dived into it to see what was going on.
Shout out to Eddie Murphy. Shout out to his daughters in there too.
But see, that's the thing about it.
And they had the old everybody.
Yes, but see, but how long is it? How long is too long to wait to have a sequel? That's my thing. How long is too long?
I would say give it 3 years.
Because look at The Best Man. That part 2 was good.
Mm-hmm.
Then they didn't come back with a part 2. They went to a sequel on Netflix or something. They started making like episodes, and that was classic. So I don't necessarily. I think the main thing of doing a sequel to any movie is you got to have the same production, director, and you got to have the same cast.
You got that chemistry.
Because you cannot just give you like Speed, for example. You can't give me Keanu Reeves. Then the next one you give me a spinoff. I don't want to see that.
And you know why? Another thing too, when they be having these classic movies, then they mess it up. Look at Marvel. When Marvel start making, you know what I'm saying?
You told me a lot about that because I know you big on that.
Like, bro, why they putting all these different directors? They be people that they be messing up the whole thing, man.
Now I'm gonna tell you which one I know they messed up on.
Which one?
When they had X-Men. Yeah. X-Men was good.
Mm-hmm.
They jumped around X-Men too much. When they made not Storm but Rogue, not Rogue.
You got Storm.
Not Rogue. The one who killed she turned into
the Phoenix.
Phoenix, yeah. What's her name?
Jean Grey.
Jean Grey.
Yeah.
Anybody know anything about that? Jean Grey is powerful, just as powerful as Professor X. But the way they had it, you brought it here, you jumped around a little bit because to me, the very first one, they didn't focus on Beast. Was it Beast?
Wolverine.
Wolverine. No, Wolverine. Who was he fighting? That's Sabretooth.
Sabretooth.
See, they didn't focus on Sabretooth enough, and they jumped off of that. So and then another person you left off of that movie was Gambit, and everybody know who Gambit is from Louisiana with them cars and I don't understand why you didn't put Gambit in.
Projection, and then like I said, Jean Grey, she's an omega level mutant, like one of the most powerful mutants that there ever was.
So it's like they went. One was good, but I just wish they would have focused on Sabretooth a little bit more because that's one of Wolverine's nemesis. They never did that. They kind of just moved around, had Toad in there, this, that, and the other.
Seemed like they were just trying to find their way, or trying to they were just putting little different parts in there to see what would work and stuff.
That's why I think Marvel is. I think Marvel might have watched some of that. That's why they're ahead of it because they were like, you know what? That's why they're strategic about how they're going to make their movies. They're gonna. It takes them 2, 3, 4 years to even have a production, and then they drop a movie, then they drop another one, then they drop this. But I think X-Men just did it kind of backwards and stuff.
I'm gonna tell you another movie that I think that was real good, but then they kind of just cut off on it. I know they done had a couple of sequel Blade, where some like them Blade movies.
He did too, right?
He did too, and then they kind of veered off from it.
See,
but then they got him in on the Wolverine and the
I haven't.
What's it?
Wolverine Deadpool. But see, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a Deadpool person.
I'm not really.
Listen, I understand he can fight.
Yeah.
I don't want to laugh when I go to a movie. Like I want to see a lot. And they said a lot of action.
Yeah.
And everybody I said they said it was a great movie, but for me, I want to see action. I don't want. But they say that's why they put Deadpool with Wolverine because he's a comic. Wolverine is like fight, so that's why they put the two together. But it's just I'm at the point I'm like trying to figure out the dynamics on that, man. But like I say,
whoever when they're doing the Marvel stuff, man, they got these different directors, they got their little different vision of how they think the movie's supposed to go and stuff like that. So that's why Marvel kind of a little iffy.
And I know you was upset about when Incredible Hulk got
man,
so,
especially, man.
See, now that's something that was disrespectful.
Everybody was, man.
That was disrespectful.
Real comic book fans, no, bro. You ain't doing the Hulk like that.
But I just think that was, to me, when that movie come on, Infinity War, it just caught me off guard. Like, it came in, they start action. I said, cool, they action, they going right at it. But for them to sit there and just let Hulk just get whooped like that, like, come on.
Not be really part of the whole movie.
Just
everybody knows he one of the biggest ones out
there. You got to put him inside of a robot at the end and fight.
I didn't like that.
And I'm saying to myself, like, come on.
So
it's some movies out there now. I'm gonna tell you another movie. This is an old school movie that I wish they would have did a part 2. Which Way Is Up? See, that's an old school movie. Richard Pryor, when he's the one who started all these different characters and stuff. Those kind of movies, they were classic, but they weren't thinking about that because they had Uptown Saturday Night. They had they had Which Way Is Up. He did Which Way Is Up. He did I'm sorry, hold up. Uptown Saturday Nights, Bill Cosby and Sidney Poitier. And then they had Let's Do It Again. That was over there. But Richard Pryor did Which Way Is Up. But anybody know Richard Pryor? Richard Pryor's he came up. Bill Cosby came up with all the voices, Fat Albert and all that. Richard Pryor the one who came up with all the different character stuff. And then you had a man. He had the woman. Ernestine.
Give me a second. You talking about
I can see it. Flip Wilson.
Flip Wilson. Yeah, I was getting ready to say. I was seeing his face.
Yeah, Flip Wilson. So it's movies like that when I sit back and watch, and I'm gonna tell you a great sequel to a movie that I know everybody gonna kill me on. One of my greatest movies of all time.
Which one?
Grease.
Oh, I love Grease.
Grease 1 and 2.
Oh, man,
I love both of them.
Multiplying. It's electrifying.
Hey, I don't care what nobody say. You better shape up. Cause I need a man. I don't care what nobody say. And my heart is set on you.
Hey, man.
Hey, to this day, my mom and dad were like, how you watch that?
Hey, man, I know another movie they need to make a part 2 of.
Ooh.
And it comes on every Christmas, man. Eddie Murphy, Trading Places, man. They gotta have Trading Places too, man. One of the best movies ever, man.
You love that movie, bro. That's your favorite movie all
Trading
the
Places
time.
is classic, man. But Dan Aykroyd, yeah, it's a classic movie, man. They gotta have part 2 of that, man.
Well, if you're gonna say that, then I think a movie they could have made a part 2 of too is Blue Street.
Yeah.
They could have made Blue Street.
Yeah.
Because I mean, Mark did get away.
Mark,
he got away.
So he went across Mexico.
Yeah, so he could have. So see, these are movies that if you're gonna, to me personally, I'm not saying that Mark don't want to do it. He got older, but I'm saying them are classic movies. So why not go ahead and
give the people
while the fire hot, go ahead and
give
give
them what they want. Yeah,
because you be sitting there waiting like, yo, right now, to me, this had to been the last 2 years had to been the worst when it comes to movies, in my opinion. I mean, I don't remember when last time I went to the movie theater.
What's the last movie good you saw when you went to the movie theater? I'm trying to remember.
The last movie I saw at the movie theater was a wrestling movie with my daughter. And it was about their family.
The family,
the four.
I ain't seen that. You was telling me about it.
It was pretty good.
I ain't seen that.
It was pretty good. I can't think of I can't think of the name.
But
it was about the family, the four brothers wrestling stuff. Yeah, and all them, 3 of them died.
Yeah.
One telling the story. But that was a pretty good movie. But like I say, I guess the first movie I will go see would be February. Because that'll be Captain America coming out.
I probably want to see. I probably want to see Deadpool Wolverine since it's been a couple weeks. I'll go check it out.
Okay, well we're gonna flip this right quick then. We talked about the movies. We might have skimmed over some. We might have forgot some. What's some music that you wish could come back out or reinvent themselves? And everybody know who I would say off gate.
You talking like as far as a group or
group? It don't matter. Group, individual, who can come back out and do something like we're waiting on somebody to do this. Like for me personally, everybody want Outkast. Everybody want to see Big Boy and Andre get back together.
But yeah, Andre, he said he ain't really got nothing to rap about because
that's what he's saying. But now that everybody is poking the bear, like LL went on Shannon Sharp podcast
I saw it,
and was like, "Yo, you need to come back out with something." And I just heard something the other day from Andre. Andre said he got disc records lined up, but he ain't dropping them. And I just think that I don't think that's what y'all really want. I really don't.
You don't think they want?
I don't really think.
Do you think those disc records he got? You think they age like wine or age like vinegar?
What you think? We talking about Andre?
I'm just saying, like
everybody's picking him when he came back out with this flute album. Everybody's talking about it. Because even me, I'm waiting for a lyrical album, and then that morning when I woke up 6 o'clock that morning just to hear it. And when I heard all the instruments,
he said it wasn't no music. He told everybody.
But it's almost like how your mama don't tell you something, but you don't believe it.
You don't believe it.
And I got up that morning like, he just joking. It's gonna be. When I heard it, I'm in the shower like, it's all instruments for real.
Wind instruments and stuff like that. So yeah.
But I mean, I understand he done took a different path, but don't get it twisted. He got it in him. He just they're gonna make him bring it out of him. That's what they're gonna do. So that's one guy I really would like to see them.
I'm trying to think who would be another.
And to me, I think New Edition Home Again album, when all 6 of them got back together, that was a classic album. So now that all 6 of them back together, they doing all the old stuff.
I know one. What you think about? But they ain't really came out with nothing. But what you think about when Dr. Dre had the Firm? He had Nas, he had Foxy Brown, and he had AZ.
I wouldn't, but
nothing really came out about it. He was supposed to have that, but nothing really came out about it.
But they already made a CD.
They made. I think
they made a CD.
They made something, but
They CD. We talking about AZ.
Yep.
Talking about Nas and Fox. They had their own CD. But it was called The Firm, I thought.
Yeah, it was called The Firm, but he didn't really. After that, he just kind of like to say, you know what?
But he didn't. He produced that album.
Mm-hmm.
The first one.
Mm-hmm. And then
I gotta go look.
Fell off, yeah.
But that first one was a classic.
Yeah,
now it was good. But then, like I said, and I think I got a funny feeling. My boy Ghostface Killer just dropped the album. Don't nobody know that. So you got Meth still out here doing stuff here and there. You got Raekwon still doing something. I got a funny feeling Wu-Tang gonna end up doing something. I really do. Because the older generation of people know that people, like, for me personally, they don't have nothing to
really listen to. We
don't have nothing. I can't relate to this. And I seen a comedian yesterday. I can't relate to this newer generation. I just can't. It's hard for me to relate to, and that's just, I'm being honest.
Let me ask you this right here then. Do you think stuff that they would make, would it be relatable to, what would they make to make it be relatable to us? Would it have to be something about kids, during their life, their kids, they raising their families? They
lyricists. That's for one.
True.
These guys nowadays is more about beats and a hook, and that's it. If you got a catchy beat and a hook, you make a song, and it's a classic supposed to be.
So the album that they're gonna have to be making is the album you can just put in your car and you can just ride.
Yeah, I mean, just like what you did. They're not gonna make a 36 Chambers again. They're not gonna redo some things. Just
because
like
they ain't living that same lifestyle they were living. They ain't got them same experiences. You know what I'm saying?
And like I say, you go back to DMX, Dark as Hell. Hot as Hell. His first CD. That was a classic. You go back to Everybody's first CD. You could almost say that Everybody's first CD is their classic.
In that era,
almost, pretty much.
They was actually they was actually going through it.
Like 50 Cent, 50 Cent first CD.
Yeah, he went through.
That was a classic CD.
He had that bunch of adversity, you know what I'm saying? Getting shot and stuff like that. So they had something to write about, you know what I'm saying? Something to give them that.
But I wish personally, this is me speaking and not nobody else. I'm not knocking these younger people trying to make, but for what the older generation had did and had hip hop going, to listen to a lot of this music now, it's like, hey man, what are y'all doing? What we really doing?
Yeah.
I mean, and that's why I don't listen to my radio. I haven't listened to radio in almost 3-4 years. I put the songs on my phone and I listen to what I want to listen to.
Pretty much. I mean, sometimes I listen to the radio when I get in the car, in my truck.
You know, I guess Usher would drop something every once in a while that's going to be, you know, Chris Brown will drop something. But that's like on the R&B side.
Yeah.
And that's another thing I wish, like, nowadays.
What happened to all the R&B?
What happened to all the R&B groups? What happened to the groups?
Everybody, like I said, everything changed, man, with the advent of Spotify, Apple Music. Now people can just do like how we do, get in a little studio, get in their closet, and mix something and just upload it. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't no good though. Just because you can do it don't mean it's good.
True.
But
they don't have the record company. I
want to listen to classics. Like Jodeci had classic songs. You know, Jagged Edge had classics. Drew Hill had classics. 112. Boys II Men. Escape. SWV. You know, TLC. All these groups in the 90s had classics, man.
Brownstone.
Mint Condition. And then another thing is I wish would come back is having these older people go on tour together. You got a lot of these, maybe sometimes over the rappers go out together, but let's get like the Mint Conditions, the Jagged Edges, the Jodeci to go on a show. To go to so that we can have something to go to.
Fill out the state of the Spectrum Center.
People will still go out and see.
I would be glad. I show because I just heard on the radio they got it was Earth, Wind and Fire in Chicago doing something going out. But like I said, you got just the R&B, SWV, Drew Hill, Jodeci, Boys II Men, Jagged Edge.
But you got but listen, you had that many on the card.
Yeah.
They got so many hits, they gonna be out there 4 or 5 hours. You're not gonna be out there.
You give them do maybe their top 4 hits.
Man, all of them got more than 4.
Yeah, I know, but you know, just to give everybody, you know what I'm saying?
It'll sell out. It'll sell out. If those groups of that era be like, you know what? Let's come together for the common good.
Do like a 20-minute set, 15-20 minute set.
You can do 30-minute set if you got 5-6 groups. Because the concert 3-4 hours.
Yeah, but
you start at 7 o'clock, you be in at 11 o'clock.
Yeah, true.
But the thing about that is, you're gonna be like, who going on first? Who going on last? It's gonna be the biggest snippet. Who going first? Who going last?
But that going around, I guess it depends on what city you go to.
And they can switch that up. But I'm saying, you can put 4, 5, 6 of them groups together. And I say to myself, like, why you can't put like Tamia Deborah Cox,
Mm-hmm.
Kelly Price,
Mm-hmm.
Kiki White.
Mm-hmm.
These voices.
Jasmine Sullivan.
What's the girl? What's the girl you love? Angela Winbush. Yeah, Ledisi. These kind of women. These are the shows that I want to. Yeah, these are the shows that you're looking for because there's an age gap where people want to hear still great music, even if it's classic music.
And we can do like I know like this, kind of like a little bridge the gap thing. You got your older spokesmen up there that been doing it for a long time, but there ain't too many. Dude, I think about ain't too many R&B people of this era. But you got your Chris Brown.
That's it.
You got your Trey Songz.
I mean, see, you stretch it with
I'm just trying to think. You know,
that's case you gonna say Ray J.
You know, Trey Songz. You got
he gonna sing One Wish.
You got what's my man? I mean, bro, yeah, it's far and few between.
But like I say, I feel like when we talking about sequels and stuff, that's the main thing I'm looking for. Like movie sequels that you looking for. Like I'm at that watch Beverly Hills Cops. I'm gonna watch that.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm gonna watch that. But like I say, some of these movies you wish that life can't have a sequel, but you wish it could.
Wish it could.
Bad Boys, it's getting to me. I don't know how it's getting better. It's getting, but to me, we had an argument the other day. Which one is the best of Bad Boys?
I ain't seen the new Bad Boy yet.
Oh, you haven't?
Seen it.
Still, 2 is the best to me. I'm so sorry. 2 is either go 2, 3, 4. 3 and 4 are the same movie almost. They are the same exact movie, but it's 2, 3. It'd be 2, 3, 4, 1 for me.
Okay.
If I had to put them in order, that'd be the order I would put them in. One, I'm not saying one ain't good, but it was too long of fights and action.
Yeah.
They were doing more comedy, more drama, more So, but the rest of the movies, 2 was all action. Then they had the comedy in there, so it was like, bam, they coming at you.
Yep.
So it just, you just want to see.
Okay, we were talking about movies and entertainment and music. What TV show that's in syndication right now that you think that will bring back?
Can't bring back?
Yes, like a reboot, like a Martin.
No, you can't. Some of them things like Martin, you can't because Tommy gone. You can't do that. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Uncle Phil gone. You can't do that.
Yeah, but if you could, what?
If I had my wish, it would be Martin.
Martin.
It would be Martin for sure.
Yeah, those shows Martin.
It'd be Jamie Foxx. Them shows like that right there. But like I say, I'm gonna tell you a great idea. I hope Damon Wayans them thinking about.
What?
We talked about them Living Color. All of them get back together after they've been together so long. All of them came to stars.
That would be.
If they're gonna get back together and do just a couple episodes and to see how it be. That'd be a phenomenal.
That would be a phenomenal.
You put Damon Wayans and you put David Allen Greer and you put Jamie Foxx and you put Jim Carrey, Tommy Davidson, all them back together.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. I guarantee you people will watch. Now they're gonna criticize if it ain't good, but they're gonna criticize.
They're gonna do that either way.
But like I say, it ain't for some things ain't for everybody anyway.
People used to what they used to do. They like what they like,
and nowadays in this era, this social media stuff, people will be on their phones 100 million times. So
quick criticizing, bashing and stuff like that.
But like I say, I want to give a shout out for we in this, man. Went to the softball field. They got some more footage. That's what I used to do all the time. Downtime now, we got a little downtime on Sundays. I go out there and watch and support my boy T and his team out there. But so thank y'all for looking out and helping us out. And to all the new subscribers out there, man, thank y'all so much.
Appreciate y'all.
Like I say, we trying to give you new looks. We're trying to give you more professional look.
Oh yeah, definitely more professional.
Because my thing is what we trying to do. Like I say, every day you got to grow. And if I feel like we're not growing, then what's the point of doing this podcast? Somebody's gonna actually see this podcast one day, and be like, you know what? Them guys got a vision. Them guys going somewhere, and they trying to make it somewhere. Like I say, it's not. We always say it ain't a sprint; it's a marathon.
It's definitely a marathon.
And like I say, we done went from, like I say, all in my house to now we actually in the studio doing some things. So
and we still
like I say, it ain't going no out here and nothing like that. But we just having fun, and I just know what God brought us to and where He brought us at now, and we still going.
And we still, like I said, we still hard working. We regular folks. We got regular daytime jobs. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, this is something that we love to do. Love to talk about sports.
Oh yeah.
Love to talk about entertainment. We always getting into it with our coworkers. Shout out to everybody that at the station that be rocking with us and stuff like that. Just helping us grow and develop as far as our technique, as far as what we be talking about and stuff like that. We appreciate all our coworkers out there, man.
We take all, and anybody have something ideas that we can do, or we can build ourselves. And like I say, we actually looking for a production company to hopefully take us to the next level. We doing everything out of our pocket, so we trying to it's a budget thing. We got to figure out what works for us. We got families, but we want to make it to the point where we can get up there and say, well, you know what, I was watching the Pivot, but I was watching my speaking podcast also.
We want to make it entertaining, make it something that, you know what I'm saying, even if it's, 10 to 15 minutes out your day, something that's going to be entertaining, something that's going to be eventful and impactful to your lives and stuff like that, man.
Just if you want to laugh, man, you want to sit back and laugh, like I say, we still going to give you skits, we still going to wear the wigs. Listen,
all that's coming up.
Yeah, it's coming. Like I say, it's just that, it's a time and place to have it, but like I say, when I do it, and I feel like it's coming, so yeah, I'm already got some things in my mind I want to do.
We're gonna do it the right way.
And I'm gonna bring it to you.
A lot of them videos that I used to be seeing back in the days of Friday night videos, all the old school 4-4s, yeah, all in my mind. Oh yeah, we got some 4-4s. We got some of that Jermaine Stewart.
Hold up.
Oh man, we got some
Let
stuff
me
for y'all,
give y'all
man.
a quick